Hello, good morning. So sorry for the delay. They were having a little technical difficulty of getting things started this morning. So we will get rolling here in just a second. Just see if there's anybody else waiting in the waiting room. With that, I think I will go ahead and get started because we are 5 minutes late. For our progress report, the things that have been completed in the last week, they completed the stormwater installation on Ashland between Howard and Buxton. That's a good thing. They completed the curbs and road replacement on Ashland between First and Howard. And so next up will be the pavers and then the sidewalks. Next week, the week of August 1st, they will be doing water main installation on Ashland between B Street and Buxton. And that's going to include the intersection of B Street and Ashland. And as you probably have already noticed, they did indeed shut down the intersection at B Street and Ashland. So remember that work, once it's complete, they will do their best to try to open up that intersection again so that we can have through traffic. They working on paving on Ashland and Howard. It's basically the intersection there that they're paving at the moment. Pavers are going to be placed on Ashland between First and Howard. And we talked about that just a minute ago. And then they will be doing some electrical wiring on Ashland between Howard and Buxton. That'd be the street poles and all those other kinds of things that they've got to get up, street lights and that kind of thing. So then next week, the week of August 8th, they're going to plan on doing storm sewer work on Ashland between Buxton and B Street. They're going to start the removal and replacement of sidewalks on Ashland between First and Howard. And this initial phase of sidewalk replacement does not impact businesses. In other words, it's not in front of any businesses. It's basically the parking lot areas. In the future, the following week is when the impact would occur to businesses. And at that point, you will be notified of the actual date that they plan on doing that. They're going to be installing rock chambers and subdrains on Ashland between Howard and Buxton. They're going to do stormwater work on Ashland west of Buxton. So closer, probably between Buxton and B Street. They're going to do install yard hydrants on Ashland and the Buxton intersection. And again, they'll be giving notices to businesses as they do the following week intend on replacing sidewalks in front of businesses on Ashland between First and Howard. So you will be given notification by our construction crew members of when that will happen. And then in addition to the removal and replacement of sidewalks on Ashland between First and Howard, they will be do installation of subdrain and rock chambers on Ashland between Howard and Buxton. And they're going to be doing road paving on Ashland between Howard and B Street. And then the replacement of curbs, road pavers, and sidewalks on Ashland once they get all the other things that I just talked about done. Well, it seems like, it should be done tomorrow. This is quite a bit of work. Some of these future projects will take several days to get done. So, we're still on track from according to the construction workers. We're still on track for our end date, hopefully being prior to November 1st. And they still do intend on opening sections as they are completed. So for example, the road between Howard and First Street, once they get that intersection done and all the other items done, they'll do their best to open that intersection. So we have another crossway as well. So that's the good news. I think that's going to really help keep the flow of traffic moving in the right direction. And with that, that pretty much concludes all of the updates that I have. I see Tanner, you're on the call. Charlie is not with us today. He is still out at a conference. So Tanner, is there something that I might have missed?
No, I think you pretty much got it. Yeah, next week we'll start to hand out the 1 week notices for affected businesses. So we're not quite there yet, but so I would expect that to kind of happen in 2 weeks. So next week we'll hand out 1 week notices with the contractor.
Yep. Yep. So again, you are going to see some sidewalk replacement on Ashland near First Street, but it won't be impactful to any of the businesses. And if it does end up being so, you would get some sort of notice prior to. So that's the good news. And with that, I think we can open it up to any questions that you might have or comments. Nothing? Quiet group? All right. Well, with that, as things have been moving very fast and favorable in keeping our project on timeline, I think that's the good news for now. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that we just continue to keep rolling forward. Our construction managers are doing a great job in making sure that they do. So thank you all for your time. And as always, if you have any questions, you can reach out to Tanner. In all of the weekly reports that I send out, you've got their contact information and Brian's contact from Absolute Concrete as well. And always Charlie or I are available. So have a wonderful rest of your week, and make sure you get out to the Balloon Classic, because it's really a fabulous opportunity for us to support all of our community events. All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful week, you guys.